Hello! I'm going to do a video on how to clean my eyelashes. Now, if you're like me, you're going to wear your eyelashes once and then clean them because I think it's really weird to have like glue and all this weird schmutz all over my eyelashes and like put them back on. That's just a personal preference. I'm sure there's people out there that totally disagree and they'll use them 2 or 3 times before they wash them. That's not me, but if you want to wait 2 or 3 times and then do this technique, that totally works too. What you're going to need is your old used lashes and preferably a container that you can hold them in. And also you're going to need alcohol. Rubbing alcohol is preferable. If you use makeup remover or an oil-based makeup remover to remove your eyelashes, you definitely want to clear all the gunk off of them, and I found that rubbing alcohol does a really great job of that, and it does an amazing job of dissolving all of the glue off of your lashes. So this is a total must, and I wonder if you could use something like vodka or like some really strong alcohol. I haven't tried it. I don't recommend it. Use rubbing alcohol instead, but maybe for another video we can do a little experiment. And then lastly, you're going to need a bowl. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to need your lashes. You're going to need a bowl. And you're going to need rubbing alcohol for all of this to work. Alright, so pour a bit of rubbing alcohol in. Put your lashes in. I'll kind of swirl them around a little bit. And then I'll put a little bit of alcohol on top. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch my rig. That was scary. Alright, so now that you've done that, kind of want to make sure that all of your lashes are in there. And now we wait. Okay, so the amount of time that you want the lashes to be in there is about 15 to 20 minutes, even up to a half hour. Now, if you're using a lot of cheap lashes, I wouldn't recommend doing it longer than a half hour because then it's going to start to take the glue off of the strip. But most of these guys are pretty strong. I've got a couple of dolly winks in there, so I'm pretty confident that they should stay intact. So the glue will start to kind of disintegrate. You can see some of my eyeliner, some of the glue is coming off pretty easily. And I'll just like very gently like pull the bits of glue off. So once you've done that, I found putting it in a little bowl of water and like rinsing it a little bit helps just to get like some of the extra gunk off. See? Ooh, I've got a little bit right there. Okay. Ooh. So then after that, I would put all of my lashes on a towel and let them dry out. Okay, now I've got a pair of lashes. These are my favorite pair. It's the Dolly Wink 17s. Trying to get my camera to focus. There we go. And it's kind of fragile. You can see it's kind of bent right there. So I'm going to move this towel. So since it's bent and I know that it's pretty weak, I'm going to be super, super gentle with it. And like, if you feel like you're not getting all of the stuff off of it, you should definitely just put it back into the alcohol and let it soak a little bit longer. So I did this kind of preliminary removal, and I'm going to put that back in there. I'm going to grab this one. Really gently pull it off the strip. The strip feels pretty clean. I'm going to rinse my fingers. And then don't forget to pull all of the stuff off of the lashes themselves. This one came out pretty well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the water. Yay! Okay. And then let's see how this one's doing. Cool. I just wanted to double triple check on this one because I felt like this one had just a little bit more glue on it than I would like. Yay. And that goes there. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, you'll notice that some of these kind of go back into their curved shape like that. Some of them don't, and I found that, so these two are not dolly winks. These two are, and I found that the dolly winks tend to get straight pretty quickly. I've used these quite a bit, so these keep getting straighter and straighter, and every time I do these, in fact, you can see it's actually getting a little warped. So what I would do sometimes is I would use a hair dryer, and like what I would do is I would take this and kind of bend it around my thumb a little bit like that, and then blow dry it. And as you like blow dry it, the hot air is going to press and it'll cause it to bend back into more of a curvy shape. So you can totally do that. Another option is that once these are done drying, you can probably glue them back onto your little plastic lash tray if you really wanted to. So yeah, once all of this would be done, I would put them into my handy dandy lash box. Yay! And I would have a bunch of clean lashes ready for me. Yay! You did it! Thanks, guys!